It is February 9th now. You're already Valentine's Day week.
Just around the corner.
Lisa and Lydia with me
At
here today.
husbands.
Yeah.
Boyfriends.
The countdown's on. Make sure you get the flowers
Don't
ordered,
forget.
buy the chocolates, all that good stuff. So thanks for joining us for this Facebook Live. Of course, we're live here every weekday morning, but it stays on your feed throughout the day, so you can watch it whenever it works best for you, or listen to it as a podcast. Just go to inform.com/podcast and look for the Inform Minute. Okay, temperature-wise, it's awesome today.
Yeah, totally.
I kept saying it's going to be kind of a quiet day, but you do have some stuff on the radar, so
Right.
it could be a little something.
Quiet stuff, though.
Okay.
Yeah, just these like little spits of mist or drizzle, maybe a couple of sprinkles. Colder spots, maybe a flurry, all very light and unorganized. Nuisance is kind of what I like to call it. Might be enough to have to turn on the windshield wiper, or just enough to kind of give you that damp feel. Couple peaks of sunshine in spots this morning. I think we go mostly overcast by this afternoon. So a pretty gray, almost dreary Monday,
Yeah.
but good temperatures.
Yeah.
So I guess you win one department. Temperatures mid to upper 30s by this afternoon. A couple spots close to 40. Not bad. Average high today is 21, so that's a good handful of degrees above average. Tomorrow a little bit cooler. We're closer to 30, few flurries in the morning, and then a little more sunshine by the afternoon. More sun even so for your Wednesday, back into the mid 30s. I think we do a little melting on Wednesday. Thursday morning, there's a chance for some flurries, maybe a little bit of light snow, maybe a mix. I think mainly south central to southeastern North Dakota, so probably missing Fargo, but we're still a few days out, so we'll watch the track of that closely. Maybe an inch for any sort of accumulation, that sort of thing. So it's not a big snow whatsoever, but that is how Giving Hearts Day starts on Thursday for some of us. The further north that you go, the less likely you are to see any snow. You'll have a cloudy to mostly cloudy sky for Thursday, and once again, temperatures in the 30s. That all starts to clear out, makes room for some sunshine on Friday, and highs near 40. Looks like a nice day. Probably some good melting happening periodically throughout the week, but especially on Friday. I would say that's how it's looking right now. My only concern when we have melting weather is that if you get a clear sky and a light wind overnight, you probably have to watch out for fog. So we'll keep you updated for any foggy mornings on First News throughout the week and into the weekend. Valentine's Day, mid to upper 30s, partly cloudy skies. Looks good for travel with the potential for fog, of course. Otherwise, the rest of the forecast is pretty quiet. Lots of 30s. I think by about the middle of next week, we start cooling back down and kind of lose this above average pattern. We'll be closer to the 20s. So not terrible.
No, but no.
We could be done with sub-zero stretches for the winter. I mean, you start getting to late February into March. It's harder to be that cold for an extended period of time. I'm not saying we won't go below zero, but like those extended stretches where we're like stuck below zero for days and days and days could be done.
Oh gosh, I hope
for
that's
the winter.
the case.
Sun angles getting stronger, less snow on the ground, all of those things work in our favor as we eventually get to spring. Okay, that's about it. Keep an eye on the storm tracker radar today, just watching for those few little spits of mist, drizzle, that sort of thing. Otherwise, a decent day.
All right,
Thanks.
Thank you, Lydia. Okay, now check out some of our news headlines this morning. After years of speculation, it's finally happening. North Dakota State is moving to FBS football, and we expect to learn more today. Athletic Director Matt Larson confirmed to WDAY the Bison will join the Mountain West Conference in 2026. It's a football-only move. Other sports will remain in the Summit League. This move puts NDSU into the highest level of college football. It's a big deal. NDSU will pay $17.5 million in fees to make the transition. Sources say the Bison could be ready for college football playoff eligibility by 2028. A news conference is scheduled for 2 this afternoon. We have a lot of questions. You have a lot of questions. We're going to be streaming that news conference live on WDAY Extra and also streaming it on inforum.com. So join us for that. And throughout the day on all of our newscasts on WDAY, we'll be breaking down what we're learning today. So big story there. And while the Bison celebrate off the field, former NDSU players are celebrating on football's biggest stage. Of course, we're the day after the Super Bowl. Gray Zabel and Jalen Sundell with the Seattle Seahawks are Super Bowl champions after that 29-13 win. So fun to watch the Pro Bison and now Super Bowl champs. There's also a leadership change today at NDSU. Interim President Rick Berg officially takes over, replacing David Cook, who is headed to lead Iowa State. In other news headlines, in Clay County, the woman charged with helping after a deadly drive-by shooting in Moorhead will be sentenced today. Abby Fredrickson pleaded guilty to helping her boyfriend, Jerome Thomas, leave the area after the shooting death of James Hamilton last April. Thomas has a settlement conference next month with a jury trial scheduled for March. National headlines, the search for Nancy Guthrie continues now into a second week. Investigators returned to her home over the weekend as they follow new leads. Her daughter posted a video saying the family is willing to pay for her safe return. The FBI says the investigation remains active, but no suspects have been identified. And in Washington, lawmakers are reviewing unredacted Jeffrey Epstein files at the Justice Department under strict security guidelines. At the same time, Congress is working to avoid a Department of Homeland Security shutdown with just days left before the deadline. Back to Sports Hot Mic with Don Mizzo, of course, coming up here live from 9 to 11. Today, Don's going to be kind of breaking down the next steps for the Bison as they get ready for the 2026 season, moving to the FBS. Don will discuss about 100 different questions he says he has for today's show. Hot Mic is live from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and streaming on Inforum.com. Remember to join us for our next newscast. We'll have more on the Bison and the FBS move coming up at 11, our hour-long newscast at 11 this morning. And then we have you covered 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10 tonight. And we'll be back tomorrow morning with more First News. Have a great day, everyone.